but or could be super even.
But
it sounds as if we have got the grand finals now of the FACEIT Road to QuakeCon Invitational underway. We are going to be on Evil's point of view off the beginning. He got that red armor straight over to rail. Let's see if we're going to be getting that damage output happening immediately.
Alright, so Evil doesn't have a rail. Oh, sorry, he doesn't have an LG, and that's kind of annoying in this position because he can't. It's very awkward. He's going to go for it actually, and there's no rail force up just yet, so it doesn't get punished, which is great. But he's still lacking some armor, and Cypher's going to get caught in the drop there. With Mega still up, who's going to be able to get that, or how long will it stay up? It's like Cypher's going to go for the grab, exposed. So Evil comes out on this, on top of this, with a pretty big, or should have a pretty big stack of
out. Oh, that's all good.
So red is the next affair, and here it goes. Red fight.
Evil was super slow on the switch over there, but still had a little bit better position, manages to push Cypher away. First 60 seconds certainly looks to be slightly advantageous for Evil, but who knows what Cypher's going to do.
Cypher's doing some really nice moves. He's showing us that his stack is not so impressive, not nearly as impressive as Evil's. So he's just going for little skirmishes and then backing away, only taking fights in spots where he can back away. And this is just to keep the pressure up, to also kind of maybe mess with the rotation a little bit, give himself some breathing room, because you got to pressure your opponent if you want some breathing room, and also to definitely work out where they're going to be moving and have more information on your opponent. So that's what Cypher's going for right now.
Just pushing him back. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem at the moment. Cypher's just reassessing the fights constantly and just being like, nope, okay, I'll do it a little bit later. And he might just keep delaying that fight until it is that perfect moment.
So here is Evil just leaving up the red. He doesn't need to take it, and it serves more purpose as a bait right now more than anything else. But Cypher's never going to be taking that right now. He's just never going to be taking it. He's actually been left to his own devices for quite some time there. Evil didn't extend into the other side, the yellow side of the map, at all in that 30-second window. And that's going to give Cypher a lot of breathing room. Let's just check him out here. He has himself 100 armor, and that red delay kind of annoying for him. He could have stolen it otherwise.
That's a really useful rail for Evil to land. He's turned down a little bit late, based in the red armor. This is going to be Evil getting the first frag. Cypher fell for the trap. And that did not turn out good whatsoever. There it is, LG. Nice little positioning movement as well from Evil. And now he's going to be able to get a little bit more armor as well. What's the decision going to be though? At the red and the mega spawning basically the same time. He doesn't want to let Cypher get on either of these. And actually Cypher manages to snatch the red armor just as Evil had stopped giving it attention. Rocket as well, swiping him in the face, and we got a rail as well. Suddenly Evil's going to be on the back foot. 6 health left. Evil, what is your answer? There is no answer. Cypher's on the board.
That rocket that knocked Evil off that mega there, that was the key. That was the big opportunity, and Cypher definitely capitalized on that very effectively. And he brought himself back in the game, decisively so, because he's really looking to actually get another frag relatively soon. There's a window of opportunity still, whilst Evil doesn't have that much in the way of stacks, doesn't have that much in the way of weapons. So if Cypher can make a good read, he might be able to pull something off. But of course, by the same token, he doesn't want to risk his control either. So he's thinking about the long term here. And there goes the drop. He catches Evil out, going for that LG. Again, that weapon had to be picked up for Evil. He just picked a bad moment. Great presence of mind from Cypher to be able to be in a position to punish.
Cypher just leaving that mega up. Wants to get a bit of a trap on Evil, but he's not pressing any further. He gets the yellow, and then he's going to back off himself. Okay,
wow.
That rocket has turned up out of nowhere. I wonder if that's enough damage from Evil for him to think that maybe I can make a move onto another big item. Okay, I guess not. Oh, whoa, he has turned up at the top, but he didn't do anything. Cypher lands a facial. And Evil's back in the corners of Cure.
Very good rail there.
Maybe not enough in the corners. He's having to leave. He got the 50 health while backing off, but that is Cypher now who's got the lead.
So coming down to these directs, actually, you know, that direct from Evil gave him a little bit of confidence to actually do a little challenge for the red, but that ended up hurting him because Cypher hit like this impossible direct rocket, and then that I mean, you can't really account for that had to happen, and now it's the chase down, but running out of cells, bad moment to do so, and I hope Evil realizes there's a window of attacking opportunity here, because look at this, red 10 seconds away. Cypher only 88 health and 5 armor. This is for sure an opportunity. So, Evil just has to have the awareness to realize.
Sparty's turned up.
Oh, Sparty.
So guys, I'm ready to play my games now. We going?
Oh dear.
Sorry, Sparty. You missed your chance. Evil just running over. He manages to dodge the first rocket, but not the second. Cypher doesn't aim for the floor. He aims for the chest. And the plasma as well, not too intimidating at all from Evil at the moment. Cypher going to be able to extend that lead. And hopefully for him, secure the control a little further. But it's on the edge. Oh, whoa.
Wow. Where did that even come from?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
That is just I didn't see where he could have shot it from.
I just heard noises and he died.
Yeah.
Oh, Evil! One more over there in the air. All of a sudden, the game's changing very, very fast right now.
I think Cypher is as confused as we are, but Evil right now is presenting a really problematic situation for Cypher. He's able to steal away a red, but Evil's got a good bearing to his position. There's a lot of time between the items. This is a very dangerous time now. Evil can just extend himself all the way to the other side of the map for some pressure, but he's just
get to the yellow, Evil.
Taking it slow, picking up everything very deliberately. There's the yellow.
Okay. He keeps on landing damage, and Cypher's not had anything to say for a small bit of time. Red and Mega Up. Evil wants to conclude the tying frag before either of them are taken.
The only thing Cypher has going for him right now is that one frag lead, but that could fall away very, very rapidly.
And Evil's not willing to commit to it. Okay, he's going to do it now. Can he get back to the Mega in time? Because this is what he's trying to avoid, and he wasn't able to do it. Cypher's quick, and
that was really interesting. Because Evil was just staying there, just hoping that Cypher would peek out again, trying to punish a drop from Evil, but Evil didn't drop because he was reading that situation. But all that whole episode there caused the delay. There was enough delay for the Mega to spin on Cypher, so it worked out pretty nice.
Red is up. Evil looking for a bit of damage over here. He's going to have to be tremendously careful. But the rockets actually keep on hitting. 32 health left though for Evil. He's going for the Mega. Very gutsy stuff, but they're both pretty even at the moment. Evil might go slightly into the lead if he can get onto the yellow armor, which he's not able to do. So that, I mean, it's so hard to weigh up who's ahead right now.
And they both have to fight for the red. They both have to go to this, and they're going to go to this fight with limited amounts of armor and health. Good rocket, actually, prediction rocket to stop Evil on his tracks there towards that red, and no way can he peek again. Why would he even try? He's going to go down.
Cypher not going to chase directly for that. He's going to busy himself getting the weapons ammo that he needs. We got the Mega. Cypher not feeling entirely comfortable. So you can hear Evil on the side. It's alright. He's going to be safe once he's taken the red or baited it in.
Really, really good control of space right now from Cypher. Good damage. He can lose more health and armor there than he deals damage to his opponent because he is the one picking up the items. So that's a fine fight for him to take. Another bit of damage chipping away, and he is setting himself up for a frag in the near future. Things are getting worse and worse for Evil. And there's only a minute left now, so if we go to Evil's perspective, he's got to create something very special.
Oh god, a direct over there. That's some good damage. Evil should be able to get onto the red armor from this. Is he going to drop? Yep, Cypher's left. So it's not much time, but it's just about fine for him to pick up 2 kills. Sneaky, sneaky.
No sign of the Belarusian as he picks up the yellow armor there, and red is coming up soon. Is he going to go for the take on the red? He doesn't need armor at this point, but he also doesn't want to give it away. But there's only 30 seconds. He also needs to get a frag, and Cypher's going to get position over towards that red armor. Does he take it, or does he hold back? He does take it. Oh no, he didn't actually. Gets the hell out of there. But that's fine.
Evil, why are you going for these items? You just got to get a kill right now.
He needs 2 kills. He needs 2 kills.
Was the drop good? Cypher's already left. I think he already predicted exactly what Evil would have done, and he's actually gone back over there right now. That's a beautiful defensive maneuver from Cypher. That's GG, and it's now 1-0 for Cypher at the moment in the grand finals of the FACEIT Road to QuakeCon Invitational.
There were some really worrying moments there for Cypher. He had such a cracking start, but then the pressure started to mount, and Evil started to hit some really crazy stuff. And
yeah, he was doing amazingly. Those rocket kills was just like wow, but then it all of a sudden stopped. It was just tumbleweed rolling past, and Evil could no longer do anything.
Yeah, Cypher played really, really well. That is for sure. I mean, I was expecting him to have a bit of an edge on Cure, and it was really, really close. Really, really close. Not quite the 7-8 that I was predicting, but
I'd say you were pretty accurate on that.
The gist of it was there. The gist of it.
I'll give you that.
But the next map is coming up. Well, it's Sinister, right?
It's Sinister. So. It is. Evil is spectacular over here. If he ever for a second went easy on strenx, then I don't think that's going to happen right now. I think he's going to have to turn up the difficulty settings for himself a little bit and really completely destroy Cypher, I think, if he wants to get anywhere near my prediction.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite important for both players to have the ability to feel like to have the win. It's like I was saying about readying up when you get the last frag. They want to have the last tournament win against each other in the finals before going into the big one.
Yeah.
So this is actually kind of a big deal for both players.
Momentum a little bit. Oh, well, Cypher's going to get the first damage immediately. And then goes map number 2 here at the grand finals. Evil, though, the pressure with the LG is staggering, and he's going to be able to get the first kill. He doesn't have a whole bunch of health left. Oh, he might care about that in a second. Oh, Cypher misses his rail. That could have been a very quick counter move. And actually, there is a counter move anyway, because now Evil's completely off the case on any... Okay, Cypher decides to take a very slow and long route towards... No, it doesn't even really go towards the Mega, to be honest. A lifeline for Evil.
And there is one sound. He's just delaying a little bit, hoping that Evil would have jumped through the teleporter as he heard him below. And Evil is taking this cautiously. What a shot from Cypher. Long range rail, leaving the red up there to try to pursue. And Cypher's so good at managing these situations, but did he just give away the red armor?
Oh, Evil can't get to it in time. Cypher ties up the game very quickly.
Just the way that he left, the big risk. Oh, there. Okay, there's the punish. The big risks early on from Cypher to try to get a good start. And it is pretty even. If we look at the stack of Evil right now, he is hurting for armor as well. Both yellows are spawning. Red is the next big item up. They both need to show attendance right on that one. And here goes Evil.
Is he going to get any damage at all? Cypher over there, he picks up the red armor. Evil not going to be feeling too good about this. Should be a kill for the Belarusian, and it is, but he's only got 5 health. I did not think he would be so low. Evil, you've got to make sure you get this Mega. And he picks it up.
Interesting stuff from both players. They are both forced to these situations, and wow. So I guess Cypher wasn't expecting that. I was surprised to see Evil there as well. Good little route there. And I think Cypher expected him to be at the red armor, as did I. But he went for that aggressive push on that yellow, which is actually really smart because in Cypher's mind, Cypher's thinking this is the only armor I can get right now. So really smart there from Evil.
Let's see if we can make up his lack of items there in a moment. There's going to be the Mega up, looking for a vertical rail. Any kind of damage would be much appreciated from him, but he's not getting it, and Cypher's got a great rotation on the Mega and the red. It's up to Evil to control the yellows.
So Evil's got a pretty good bearing on Cypher right now in his position. Problem is, though, is that he's not in himself a great position. He hits the one rail, which is great. Mega's coming very soon. I don't know what he's going to be able to do with that. I mean, here goes Cypher. We've seen picking up that Mega.
Oh.
Boost there.
Not the kind of boost you necessarily want. I think Evil's enjoying playing this one slowly, a thoughtful game. not mindless aggression, which it never really is, but can appear to be to the untrained eye.
And so they're both quite cognizant. Oh, Cypher's just seeing in time. The pop rocket. Amazing.
Oh, that was so nearly a kill.
Finished off in time for the red. Oh, just barely missing the rail. And will he give up the mega in course?
Oh, that's a shame for Evil. If he went back at the top, he would have been able to get the red armor. I think he was just crossing his fingers that Cypher would have backed off to the red. But the Evil has exchanged some damage over here. Cypher's definitely not got off lightly over the last couple of moves.
They have been trading so evenly, it's unreal. There's
wow.
the even trade again.
Are
they both railable? Yeah, they were both railable there. And Cypher recognizing he's got a little bit of an advantage on this red armor, so he's going to take it. And now Mega's coming up. 50 there for him. He should have a pretty good run now for the next couple of minutes.
Oh, Evil, he's got his back turned. You can't be doing that. He's trying to back off towards it. Cypher would have chased up the bounce pad regardless. That is the lead now for the Belarusian. And Evil is just a freebie. Buy one, get on free today. Frags off Cypher, and it's not a bargain you should be going for.
The Mega wasn't even close to being up, so that's a pretty surprising, just blind jump down. But perhaps he just assumed that Cypher was hightailing to the red, I'm not sure. But either way, Cypher forging himself a 2-frag advantage at this point in time. Mega's up again, and Cypher is very far away. It seems like Eva hasn't picked that one up, though. Interesting. Seemed like it should have been possible for Evil to grab that.
Yeah, I feel like Evil has quite a few chances on being able to pick up some of the major items. He's been quite passive on them. And he's just backing out of there. Cypher's been getting a really great rotation here on Sinister. And he's looking much better than he was on Friday. Evil is having a very, very hard time.
And you're so early for that red. And to jump over there, I mean, that's such an exposed position. It's very surprising stuff here. Evil seems to have a lack of awareness of what's happening on the map. He's getting away somewhat with some minimal shots hit by Cypher. A pick up there, another rocket here. And Evil is keeping Cypher at bay for now, but he needs to step things up on these future items if he wants to have a chance here, because Cypher seems pretty on point overall.
Yeah. He doesn't want to drop any kill at all. He doesn't want to drop even that many risks whatsoever. He's going to find Evil. This is an easy fight for him to engage with, and that is going to be super simple fifth.
Very interesting. We can see that Evil have actually picked up that red. He's there again really early.
I don't know why he's there.
The previous fight though, he was Cypher came to him with a fight. What was it, 7 seconds after he picked up the red? So he was just standing there for like 7 seconds. I'm not sure what that's about. It's a terrible position to be in.
I think your prediction's starting to look more and more true, to be honest.
It is.
I hate saying it, but you might be right.
It's looking pretty bad for Evil at this point. He just seems so without awareness. This is a good opportunity with low health from Cypher. Oh, and there he hits the rocket, so that's great.
He never took Mega. Is Cypher gonna rush it? Nope. Evil's got to get himself an LG, and if there is going to be another chance for him to do anything, it's going to be very, very freaking soon. Oh, that's a good rocket. He's got to chase through this. One more bit of LG. And absolutely sorted. He's going just to check top yellow to see what's going on over there. Any information that he can gather. Vertical LG and the rail. Cypher, you need to slow things down at the moment. Your defensive game up until this point has been immaculate. This is a bad way to stain it.
Yeah, it's not looking so good right now. I'm surprised you have a spurt, a growth spurt in Evil's game. And he's starting to pick up some of the frags. He's got the rotation now. So the difficult part of the game, which is out of control, is kind of over for Evil. The part that he's more comfortable with, which is playing in control, cycling items, catching frags, is now commencing. So this is a very, very tough spot for Cypher, but we also know him to be very good at avoiding his opponents. And punish there, catching that rail. Can he get... Oh no, he gets caught there. Very bad news for Cypher. We can check his stack. It is dwindling.
Super bad at the moment. Oh, but he's going to get the Mega though. That's a blunder for Evil. time has been bought by Cypher.
Surprising stuff.
I'm sorry, but I really want to go back to Evil. I'll fight you over this.
Definitely. 9 seconds left. He's the man to watch with that comeback potential. Here he is on the chase, but decides not to commit fully just yet.
Does he remember the Mega at all?
It would suggest that he doesn't have a precise beat on the Mega.
He certainly doesn't. He's just standing over it, hoping for the best.
Okay, now he knows, but Red still remains up. The Red being up there should tell something. That should be a little hint to Evil as to where Cypher could actually be.
That you could be anywhere on the map that he doesn't want Evil to chase him on. Okay, we just saw him over in the red room. We've got a rail for a rail. This is going to benefit Evil a little bit. He's going to chase a little more. Watch out, that rocket didn't hurt too much, so he's going to keep on going. We've got the red up, and he's going for direct chase. He doesn't want to try and cut him off at the Mega Health. This is getting very, very tricky for Evil. Time is of the essence. He's found him. LG in hand. Cypher going to go down straight off the spawn. Is it going to be delayed? Ooh.
Spawn towards that top yellow. 10 seconds left for Evil to pick up a frag. Decides to pick up a red along the way.
Go, Evil, go. We've got to absolutely run for it. We've got a rocket jump up. He's searching around everywhere, and he's going to call GG. There's no time. 2-0 now for Cypher here in the grand final of the Road to QuakeCon Invitational. Now,
that was a close call. I mean, Cypher is dominant. Evil seemed unaware. It was we almost saw a throwback there to how Demon was playing on Campgrounds, kind of almost not knowing where items were spawning, kind of misplacing sound cues.
You don't usually see that from him as well. He's usually very good at keeping an eye on when the items are spawning, even if he's not picking them up.
But Cypher was able to weather the storm as Evil turned it on, and that happens with Evil. Sometimes he's very hot and cold, but at this point, it's like we're going to go on to match point for Cypher.
It's going to be Furious Heights. And this is Evil's pick, in fact. So maybe he can get a point in the back. You said 3-1 for Cypher. I said 3-1 for Evil.
Yeah.
I'm obviously wrong, but maybe there's a chance for Evil to match your prediction over here. I'm not sure. Cypher's looking really strong.
He is.
I'm starting to really feel stupid about what I said. I'm sorry, Cypher, for forever doubting you. But
I think it's that
pre-tournament
win is more important, because Cypher knew that this was coming up when he played that final that you're talking about, and this is a bit more important than that because it's right before the event. It's so key to go into that event with a good mental state, and I'm expecting a similar scoreline. And I really don't know who to call for this one, but either way, Evil's going to get himself that mega LG start. And again, this is a nice start. I think this feels like the most comfortable start. You don't have to hit awful shots, but we saw Cypher getting the same start against Demon, and he played it just to a T. It was brilliant.
Oh, a little bit of damage there from Evil. Has he got enough time to drop down for the red? Cypher's going to get on it first, but Evil's now committed to do damage. And actually, it's Cypher who's the one backing off.
Very, very good stuff there. Cypher used the sound cues to be able to pick up a fast LG to bring it into the red fight. And that really changed things massively for him.
Oh, he's in trouble, though. He didn't hit a single thing over there. And, oh, Cypher's moved back in again. He's missing loads of rockets. 77 health left. If Evil didn't whiff the last, it could have been as close as a mutual frag.
Cypher only cares about getting the cycle going at this point. Nothing else is really all that important, apart from getting some more cells. Of course, that is pretty important. That's also why he is going to go up for this top route, because he also could catch his opponent there, but the high ground plus the LG, really, really valuable. And moving into this fight, Evil needs to delay him. Actually, his positioning suggests that he is posturing for a committed play here, but he could have had the red. He could have just
a bit overcommitted.
Could have had the red.
I mean, he's going to get the red anyway, but he's going to lack whatever weapons he had before.
Exactly, yeah.
And where the hell's he got? Cypher, I think, still wondering why this red's not spawning, and I think he's got the hint. And he's going to back away. Evil, by this time, has probably got himself the lightning gun, the rockets. And I think possibly positioning himself for... Evil just kind of disappeared from the map very briefly. The Evil's rockets, though, crushing Cypher at the moment. He can try and make a move onto the Mega Health.
Very bad fight for Cypher here, and it is just so awkward. He's going for these shots here. He is very, very low. Good jump across for the position. He has a good delay now, and he can fall back onto that red armor. And Evil's going to go for the pressure. Always very painful.
Evil decided to go for the kill instead of just picking up the Mega. He doesn't want to play a slow match. That's a big chance thrown away. Not to get a kill, but just to get in the game a little bit.
He likes the fights. He really does.
I think it's sort of Cypher.
Yep.
He's going to do a lot better when he outstacks Evil so convincingly. But okay, maybe not necessarily all the time. Lil LG up at the top. And that's a fight that Cypher was just not expecting to take place to begin with.
This is not looking so good for him now. I mean, Evil's got a very domineering position over the Mega Health. That is spawning. There it is. And Evil now, he needs to pick up the red and cut off Cypher. Cypher's job, obviously, deal as much damage as possible here with his rail, because Evil is trying to take the LG battles, and Evil needs to drop down to that red. Cypher's cognizant of that. But Evil also knows Cypher's options, so he's trying to throw the rockets in the right spots at the right timings, but Cypher's not biting, so... But there he finally shows himself. What a shot. Cypher's pressuring very effectively right now. He's doing it in a way that Evil isn't quite ready for it, and just gives Cypher that window to fire that first rail unreturned.
Troll seems very even at the moment. There's going to be a pretty big fight at some point. It could be in the next 5 seconds. It could be literally in the next 5 minutes. But I think sooner
That grenade.
rather than later.
Then pineapples. And once again, we see the situation just repeat itself. Evil, very concerned with cycling these items. But Cypher keeps... This is why pressure is so important, because it messes with the rotation. And we can see it's getting a bit awkward for Cypher. And that allows a really good position for Cypher to do a bit of damage. And that's what he does. Look at how good Cypher is at predicting where Evil is. It is fantastic.
I think the spam rockets are excellent. The amount of information that Cypher gets just from shooting a few rockets in certain corners of the map. Evil's taking this red. There is the yellow in the rail room up. Evil's trying to see if Cypher's going to get baited in for it, but Cypher could also be anywhere else on the map.
That is a very brutal, very lethal bait there as well, because he hears the sound cue, and once that sound cue's there is no way you're going to escape. And oh, Cypher was there.
Nice sneaky play from Evil, but there's this one rocket, and that was it. There was nothing else to follow. Mega's up. Cypher, he makes it across, and the Evil's whiffing these rails. Not good. You expect him to hit those shots 10 times out of 10, basically.
Yeah, it's not going to be good that Cypher is now getting himself back into the game. Look at this stack. Very good for Cypher. Very impressive how he's worked his way back in.
Just chipping away again. And I said there's going to be a big fight between 5 seconds and 5 minutes. It's actually the 5 minutes isn't looking so unlikely right now. Cypher's just waiting for that perfect chance, and it hasn't quite arrived yet.
It has been close a couple times now, but not quite. And very curious to see when Cypher's going to flip the switch and say, now is the time to go. Oh, the missed rocket there. That's very awkward.
Oh, Evil found the moment. That was the big fight that he was looking for. He's got on the board, and he's just used his 200-200 to just bully Cypher into submission. Whoa, grenade comes out from nowhere. Well, for Evil to actually realize where Cypher is coming from, but he just gives himself up, and that is now 2 for 2.
Very sick rockets, actually, on the prediction. Had he not fired all those rockets, had they not all hit, he probably would be a dead man. And Evil now is looking really good. Tied up the game, 3.5 minutes remaining in this one. As he is looking at a very solid... Well, actually, it's not quite a solid rotation. If Cypher's been on top of the item timing, he might find himself a bit of a hole here. We have pretty much a synced Mega and Red Armor. This is very important for Cypher, especially at this point in the game. He's able to get one of those.
Just chasing each other back and forth. They know that these items are about to spawn. Which side is which player going to commit to? Cypher moves over to the Mega. Evil looking over. Cypher could also dart down the corridor by the LG.
This is very... I don't know if I like Evil sticking around so much. I'd like him to just give it up at this point. He is still applying the pressure, but he could get railed. He just could get railed. Cypher's missed 2 or 3 at this point. One of those rails makes a pretty big difference.
Yeah, one rail really does make a huge difference. And eventually Evil backs off, and he's going to let Cypher take that mega. Took a lot of willpower to get him to leave, but he did it.
As you said, he's a stubborn man, and you saw glimpses of that there, no doubt. And Cypher's still playing cat and mouse with Evil. He is, of course, the mouse in this analogy, and Evil just hitting that cycle again. And this next mega is going to be very well timed for him. So there is no worries on Evil's part right now.
Ooh, Cypher, be careful where you show yourself. He's going to drop and get himself another yellow, but mega will be up, and Evil's expecting it exactly on time. But it's Cypher who gets the rail damage. Evil got to enjoy his 200-200 stack for about half to a second.
So we could very well be seeing an overtime with this, and there is a trade of rails. Awkward position again. Evil actually running out of rails. Only 2 slugs remaining. That could actually be quite annoying, as we've seen this go to a lot of rail battles. They're playing the war of attrition at the moment, and so far neither player has been able to get a foothold in super dominant control. We've seen Evil rocking some 6 stacks, but look at this. Cypher was confident enough to go for the steal on the mega, and he gets away with it too. Can he get this red though? It's like it looks likely, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's going to make it. I'm getting pretty worried for Evil at the moment. I haven't been paying attention to the clock whatsoever, but now 60 seconds. Evil, you've got to do something pretty magnificent, or you're at risk of going down 3-0 here in the grand finals. Cypher right above him. Evil trying to defend with that lightning again a little bit. He might want to just scoot over. And he's going to make it. No further damage taken. And actually, this has been brilliant for him. He gets to the rail, but though the LG he tries to overcommit a little bit, just back off for that red. They can rendezvous elsewhere.
Very tense stuff between the 2 players here. Of course, this is really shaping up for overtime. I think after that fight, Cypher's going to be just thinking, all right, let's just take this easy now. Evil's managed to step his stack back up again. And if we check Cypher's position, he is a little bit behind, but not too much. So here he goes for the drop. And oh, this fight right before that red armor. This is not what Cypher wants. He could get nailed here.
He doesn't want to lose right now. There's 10 seconds left on the time limit. Mega's up right now. Cypher does take the risk to go over and lands a rail at the same time. 3 seconds remaining, 2 seconds, make it 1. And we have got overtime. Evil was the one who ended up taking more damage though before the buzzer beat.
The approach from Cypher is very fast onto that red. He wants it badly. He's so weak.
Oh wow, I can't believe this. Cypher just ended up losing out on that fight. A rail would have been absolutely fine for him, but he couldn't find any additional angles. And now Evil's just got to somehow solidify this control for the remainder of the overtime.
Cypher's going to need a very sick buzzer beater right here, but it's just getting worse and worse for him as he just stands and fights in a hopeless scenario. And there's 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Mega goes to Evil. What you going to do, Cypher? What is your move?
You're going to take that red? How he took so long to take it. That's going to be another frag for Evil. 200-100. And I think this is becoming game over soon. His accuracy is less than modest, but Evil's been making it work for himself. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the GGs coming from Evil as he waits for the end.
Yeah, I'm magical miracle rockets. Nope. See, I'm wondering if Campgrounds is going to go the way that I thought it would as well.
We are getting DM6 now, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'm right on for the 3-run prediction.
Yeah. Daniel.
Oh yeah. But very hard fought match. Could have gone either way, as everyone would have expected. These guys are super solid on this map. Evil's gonna pull it out though, and there you go. Just barely saving himself elimination here against Cypher.
Fair play, man. Fair play. I'm glad that Evil came back into it. Don't want to see a 3-0 sweep, not in a grand final, as we get into the QuakeCon spirit of things. What do you think of Evil? I've heard a lot of news about what other people think on Evil's
For his chances,
positioning
QuakeCon
at QuakeCon?
chances?
Yeah.
Originally, I thought that he was looking for another finals, but I feel like a Rafa Cypher finals is more than due, and I think that judging from DreamHack and judging from Cypher's form, I'm expecting to see a Cypher victory at QuakeCon over Rafa. That's my in my heart. I want Rafa to win because I really love the way that he approaches the game, and I love watching him play. But Cypher, I think he just seems unstoppable. He just seems unstoppable.
What about the CTF? Any thoughts on that?
Did I say where Evil was going to place?
Evil's where Evil's going to play. Well,
Yeah.
we can talk about the CTF maybe a little bit after this map or this match, but right now we've got map number 4 between Evil and Cypher here on the grand final of the FACEIT Road to QuakeCon Invitational. We're on Cypher at the moment.
Oh, okay. Can Cypher get some sick damage here? Evil's going for that railgun, but Cypher's going to try to bait this. Look at this. Oh, okay.
Tiny bit of damage, not really much though.
Okay, this I'm stupid. But
Gotta watch out for those grenades, Cypher. I think one of them just hit him in the end. I didn't hear the explosion, but all of a sudden Cypher's only on 100 health.
And that was Mega now going to Evil. We can check his stack. Look at this. So I want to go to Cypher now because
The out of control
Cypher
play.
should show us what is usually only the top players in the world can do this really, really well, is play this map properly out of control. It's incredibly difficult. So let's see if he's up to the task here. He's got to avoid all of Evil's pressures. Remember, Evil gets a window, usually of around 15 seconds if he does the rotation correctly, where he can just extend to any position in any which way that he likes to try to kill Cypher. So Cypher has to read how he's going to get attacked. He's got to not be there or deal sick damage. And not miss rocket jumps.
Well, it hasn't cost him his life at the moment. He's just rotating on shards. Right, hell yeah. But he's got to flee before that becomes a predictable movement. He's going to get in onto the red armor. This is a fight that he wants to take. LG, though, is a little bit off, and Evil will get first blood. Great plays, though, from the Russian. He needs to make the moves count if he wants to stay in contention for the title today.
Now, the question is, does Cypher feel like this is a moment to keep the investment going? Or is he going to say, okay, I died, that's it. He knows when the red is, though, so... Oh, that is a big deal. That means Cypher can get away with no damage after the red pickup. So he's got some breathing room.
The way that Cypher just fought his way on to get to the red anyway was just impressive. I think that the fight before went so badly just because Cypher surprisingly didn't hit enough. I think that the play he made was of exceptional quality.
And so this is okay for Cypher to let Evil have this. He's not thinking about his own stack, or rather his opponent's stack all that much. He's just thinking about preserving his own stack and not... If he was to try to challenge that, he would die. So even to put damage over the side, he is at a huge risk of receiving a lot of damage, giving Evil the right amount of respect to deal good damage from below to high. And that is a crazy rail miss.
Yeah.
This definitely helps Cypher a lot, so gets away with the red as well.
Oh, Evil might be under a little bit of pressure very soon. The yellow is going to be up in a second, but right now fighting for Mega, it seems to be more important for him. He should have the exact time for it. He's hitting some good rockets over here. Cypher almost gets bullied off of the item. Oh, that was a good rocket over here. 27 health left, but Evil, he wants to commit to this. Cypher, though, edges around the corner, and he hits the clutch rail around the corner.
Oh,
that is red secured, and Cypher on the board.
That is one of those rails where you see the guy in your mind's eye through the wall. It's like it's like mental wall hack. He peeks and shoots without... He can't possibly wait to react.
Exactly, you don't have time for that.
He just knows, and that was fantastic from Cypher. And he's looking at a follow-up, giving him the lead, and with that kill happening just before the red, he's going to have a 2-1 sweep. Oh, that's unlucky that Evil picked that up, but it won't matter.
Yeah, it's such a clean frag anyway. Cypher's still going to be oozing with confidence from this little streak that he's had.
So Evil needs to now just disappear. There's very little for him to actually... He has no place in a fight right now. I mean, even a crazy Evil fight it's going to be... Oh, wow. He's going to win the red, though, so that's good timing.
Oh, Evil! Oh, wow, the rails again from Cypher. There's 2 seconds until, and the machine gun bullet. He should have just edged into the Mega Room.
I'll just shut up. I'll shut up. That was really nice on the red timing. He was actually not shown as good of map timing as Cypher has in the whole series in general, but that was a great moment to have some pinpoint timing. It's a great position too. I mean, Cypher, that's the only way that he approaches where that really works, because Evil can shoot down onto him. He's got such a good angle.
Yeah, Cypher's just showing that he knew exactly where he was. Like, no, don't want to let you out the staircase that quickly. Got red up in a second. Is Evil going to lose out on an item over here? He is. And he reads it well. Well, he's just going to be forced to make some good damage very soon. Can he cut off Cypher? I think Cypher just rocket jumped out. Oh, no, he didn't.
That's actually good mind games there. That used to be a common like rocket jump fake back in the day, and a lot of people used to try to do that because that's a very common area to get caught. So obviously a full rocket jump is, you don't want to do that to your stack. You can avoid it. The other guy out of control.
Evil takes basically a rocket to the face there, but he still is rewarded with the mega health. Is he going to check out what's up at the yellow?
This is what you're talking about, the hunting time that he gets. Cypher almost like attacking into him there. Great stuff.
Pretty gutsy move from Cypher. Again, Cypher in position with the rockets. Evil taking his time though to decide how he's going to approach Cypher.
I love that last spam rocket to shards. I think that's one of the new angles that you can do with rocket spam on this map.
There's so much more corridors and stuff here in the Campgrounds, the Intel version. Shout out to Intel. Sponsor of the QuakeCon event. We'll have this map made for them.
2 very solid rail hits, and he's got Cypher kind of trapped in here. He wants to finish him off. He's got to be very careful of his rotation, though. He has a lot of time. Oh. Great shot. And it just in the nick of time as well, because now he can get back to Mega again. But Cypher was quick to get through that corridor in time. But
wow.
Oh, that's so close. Cypher going to be kicking himself. That's so close. And Evil barely gets the pickup of the Mega.
What do you think Cypher's going to have to do right now? He's no longer got the lead anymore. Let's see this out of control play again, and it's going to be an even more intense out of control play because there's so little time left on the game.
He may have just given away his position to Evil, but of course this is the worst possible spot to be in. No armor. The only thing he has from this position, doesn't even have all the weapons. No LG. Of course, the LG would be useless on this amount of health and armor. Well, 0 armor. The lack of armor. But it's all about just listening to where your opponent is and not being around, just predicting where they're going to be moving and just avoiding them. It's all about information, safe information gathering and good awareness here, because otherwise you are screwed.
Yeah, 70 health left. A single rail would kill him. So he doesn't want to take the health bubble in case Evil hears him. Just waiting. I think he's left.
One of the things he needs is item time. So what he just got there was an item time. That's a very important thing on this map, because when eventually he does need to make a play, he knows exactly when the Mega spawns. When he needs to try to navigate around the map and he doesn't know where, hasn't heard it sounds from Evil, he at least knows when the Mega's up. So that's going to tell or give him a possible tell where Evil could be. So very important information for him to have. And again, another solid position up high. If Evil goes up the jump pad, that's the big weakness. If Evil rocket jumps up, that's the big weakness, considering how low the stack is of Cypher. So very tense times here. With only 90 seconds left, he's going to get the steal on the red. Fantastic.
A great move there from Cypher, but Evil's pressing forward. Less than 90 seconds left. Evil, he's playing again for his tournament life here to bring it to the tiebreaker. It would be Toxicity. How on earth is Cypher going to get out of here? It looks basically impossible. Grenades coming down here. There's the LG. Cypher gives it up in the end. If he gives it up sooner, then maybe he's got a bit of chance in the last 60 seconds to do something about this.
It's a big shame that the Mega's not spawning now, because he knows that as well. But he just, if the Mega was spawning there, he has a chance to pick it up, He can push Evil back, he can maybe take the offensive, but this is just too difficult at this point. There's 50 seconds left. How does he attack into Evil? Evil's working from behind these 2 corridors. He's got every weapon. He's got a stack advantage. And here goes Cypher. No LG cells even.
Yeah, definitely not enough to get into a fight that he needs. Found Evil using what he's got left with Plasma. Run up close and go for some shotgun Cypher.
Evil just needs to keep his distance, and look at him working that weapon advantage there, moving out of the range of the LG, switching to the rail, abusing the weapons he has over his opponent. And it looks to be that now my prediction is going to go all awry.
It's the GG smiles, and now it's the GG for real right here. 6-4 on Campgrounds. Evil's going to bring us to the tiebreaker map here on the FACEIT Road to QuakeCon Invitational.
I do believe it's Toxicity.
It is.
So that's a big problem.
For who, specifically?
For Evil.
Do you reckon?
He does not have good track record on best of 5s going to the last map and then it being Toxicity. His track record there is not the best.
I think Evil can take it now. I wasn't believing it. After I saw the first couple of games, I was like, okay, Evil's probably not going to win. I admit defeat in the prediction game. And now I think actually he can take this.
It's just going to be really difficult. I just think that Cypher has the edge here, like a 60-40 edge or something like that, you know, maybe even 70-30.
Okay,
he definitely has an edge. There's an edge there for Cypher, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, Evil has been practicing Toxicity. I'm sure he's well aware that he tends to lose out on that map. That's usually his one weakness. And with Blood Run gone from the map pool, he definitely needs to have a very well-rounded game.
It's hard to tell, though, how much practice Evil puts in because he does so many abort game practices. So you can't really look into it too much. You can't look up on the stats if you maybe are a competitor, a US competitor or anything, and say, okay, maybe I should practice this to get ready to go versus Evil or anything. A lot of people just don't know what's up. And with the whole Yayo thing up in the air, being a shared account by Russian pros and stuff like that, it's...
Is that what? Because I haven't been keeping track of the drama.
It's basic. It's supposedly agent, but it's also been questioned as to whether it's been shared by the likes of Evil Agent and other pros. But let's not go into that further. I thought we got past this, guys. Although it's my fault for bringing it up. Guys, it's the last map, though, here in the grand finals of the FACEIT Road to QuakeCon Invitational. We're on Cypher's point of view. He's going to get a red and a mega straight away. I think Evil probably had the favorable weapons for about 15 seconds, and now doesn't necessarily.
So Cypher's keeping good position here. He's not got a rail, which is okay right now. So Evil trying to get some position there, denied with the rockets, keeping his options open. Cypher really probably wants to be on this mega, to be honest, more so than the red. Just positionally speaking, it's a bit stronger, and we can see Evil's contesting that as well.
Oh, Evil. He had the rail out for a second. Surprised that Cypher didn't just dive in and try to bite. No items up for quite a while. Good time for Cypher to load up with that railgun. And oh, the 60-second plus, we still have not seen first blood spilled.
I love that spot. I do that all the time as well. It's a great little hiding hole. And he did spot Evil. Evil, minimal damage dealt, not even a rail. Nothing, almost. And that's 200 armor for Cypher. And with the mega spawning, and he knows when it is. This looks good for Cypher.
Oh, whoa. All of a sudden, that rocket might have spun a curveball in it. A bit of LG from Evil. Let's see what happens at the red. Evil, he might drop down a little bit. It's going back and forth constantly at the moment.
I want to see a 1-0 Tox game. I want to see it.
I'm going to switch over to Evil for a second, just have a look how he's doing. He's not that much better off. There's a rail for a rail. Did you not just... Evil's looking down the bottom, like, you didn't see Cypher a moment ago? He was up there looking for you.
Yeah, he wants that mega, but Cypher knows he can pressure it through pretty much. And there it is, good pressure. Evil unsure what to commit towards. He finally goes for that mega, but that's what Cypher wanted from him all along.
Baited.
Yes.
Absolutely baited.
The only the safer option was the red, but then Cypher can pressure that and get to the Mega for free anyway. So Cypher just had a way better position. He played it so immaculately. He's an amazing decision maker, and it shows.
Cypher, is he going to be able to find him again? Evil goes through the teleporter, duck and dodge.
Love the Doppler sound.
Evil, is he going to try and back off into the red armor? He's very afraid of the damage Cypher could do. If he does back off, he's got to be amazing on his dodge. And at the moment, he's, doesn't take a single rail. Cypher gets the mega health, but Evil, I think, is looking like he's getting to a position where he can come back from this. The small frag lead that Cypher has.
Yeah, it's by no means the toxicity momentum that we are fearful of whenever we see a finals where it just completely breaks the player. We're not seeing that just yet. It's a very close affair. Overall, good push in by Evil as well. He's bullying Cypher with the LT. Cypher getting caught out of position, slightly removed with the grenades in the second angle of pressure. And Cypher's got not much stack to play with. He can't really risk losing it in. He took no damage there, surprisingly. Four minutes and 3 frags.
Yeah, it's very slow. They're kind of like poking a little bit at each other. Not hitting a huge amount, in fairness. It's not just the game is slow, but like the damage exchange as well is very slow. Okay, here we are, speeding up a little bit. LG damage, Cypher misses his rail. Not that it would have gotten the kill.
I was going to say, Cypher actually with a bad position there. Ooh, very close. But yeah, Cypher with a very bad position from below. That's very rarely effective.
Oh, Evil misses the rail shot that would have got him the tie-breaking kill. Evil's got to protect this red. Oh, great rocket over there. Cypher sent back to step 1.
Yeah, I like how Cypher just went away after that, but good finish. And here we might start to see that toxicity momentum come into play as Evil starts to get a cleaner grip of the map.
In fairness, it's been 5 minutes and it's been very, very stable between both of the players. They're not giving each other. They're giving each other a couple of frags here and there, but it's definitely not too much at this point.
5 minute warning.
I don't even know if we are going to get that huge momentum from either of the players. But if there's going to be a time where it's going to be there, it's going to be now, where Evil's on 200 armor and a hell of a lot of health. He just needs to get that first kill, that first clean kill that can send him on his way to stardom. Oh, not super clean. He wants to wait around for some more items. So Evil has a lead. What's he going to do with it? Evil loses out on the mega health. Cypher's going to be stacked right now. So, well, Evil, you've got a whole frag, and now Cypher can probably shake you around a bit.
Check out Cypher right now. See, yeah, he's doing all right for armor. I definitely think that there's not very unlikely to be a moment where either player is going to feel like turning the pace up after they get fragged. That's the typical thing on Toxicity, but both of these guys are playing such a solid defense game, and their Cypher, it's going to be close, but he does pick up the frag. We're tied again, and the Cypher's not got much stack.
Let's see what happens at the mega health. Cypher, he moves over there. It's all too easy for him. What's Evil playing at?
Well, there he is over at the red. Let's go back to Cypher.
He is desperate for that red armor, and he's actually going to be able to secure it. Edging out a little bit. Cypher very weak with the rockets on this particular occasion.
Yep, and that's really crucial for Evil. He's going to have a solid chance at a yellow soon, and as long as he doesn't get railed before then, he's going to have a follow-up challenge for a good position to take a good fight, or some position to take a major item. Let's see what it's going to be. Looks like it's going to go straight down to the red, and
ow,
pain.
It stings, it stings. Evil, can he get out of here? Cypher's got a huge collection of items for him to pick up. Evil's really on the brink of death over here with 3 minutes to go. He's out of control completely, and he might even be losing the lead that he shares with Cypher.
You have taken the lead.
But he got some good rocket damage, actually. That was very useful. If you're going to die, you better take down your opponent as much as you possibly can. Well, at the same time.
Cypher working the angles pretty effectively here, really shutting down Evil's ability to show himself more or less anywhere on the map. And another Mega picked up. Not the best position ever, but he's outstacking Evil so much, it should be fine. There comes the finishing rail, and ooh, there we go. That's I think, is that the first damage we've seen off the spawn?
It could be. We didn't have that much in the way of spawn frags earlier on. It was all very hard worked for.
Cypher looking good here. Let's go over to Evil and see how he's going to bring this back, if at all. As the case may be.
Yeah, we're moments away from actually finishing this grand final at the moment. If the score ends like this, then Cypher's going to be taking the title. And this is it, 40 health, looking for damage regardless. He knows he's got to make a pretty strong move at the moment. It's not going to happen. He can't get the yellow. Cypher, he's not far away from getting the victory over Evil, which is always so satisfying for him. Got to watch out. Don't do a strenx and get telefragged. Must avoid that at all costs. Look at that. LG to rail, back to LG.
It's looking cleaner and cleaner from Cypher, and he's hitting his stride all of a sudden, and even with a direct or two, doesn't seem to be able to shake the Titan from his grip on the map as Evil once again spawns into some damage, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, or is there?
I don't know. I'm not sure there is at the moment. Let's have a look though. Let's go switch over to Evil. There's a second until the red armor. He's going to try and get it himself, but he can't move back in for it. If he does now, he's just going to burn to the LG. Or something. Cypher, there we go. 10-4. Evil's going to call GG. Cypher is going to be the champion of the Road to QuakeCon FACEIT Invitational Grand Final.
Very well done by Cypher. I think both players showed up today. It wasn't... I didn't think we saw the crazy intensity of the season finale, the spring season finale, but we saw two players who were playing extremely well and showing a lot of their potential. And I think both of them can feel pretty good about that. Of course, obviously Cypher's going to feel great having won, but Evil I think isn't going to be like feeling downtrodden at all, because despite losing, he can move to QuakeCon thinking, look, I got this guy. I got this guy's number.
I got a question. Do these players at this point, do they save particular strategies for QuakeCon? Would there be any of that kind of thing going on? Is there a bit of like, well, okay, I'm going to play obviously a damn good duel game, but I'm going to save my special moves for QuakeCon. Is there anything like that lurking around? Like, I don't want to remind this guy quite how good I am, or...
I think the only thing really is just intensity. I think it's about the way that the players can step up at the major tournaments. I don't think they're going to be saving anything in particular, because you know, the maps have been around for so long, you know, pretty much everything's already documented. It's not, you know, the case with strenx where he came back and he's like, I've got a new trick up my sleeves, which was just...
We're still working out what that is.
Which was the duel better, more or less, I guess, was the trick.
They've got to bring those strats to QuakeCon.
But it's going to be about the intensity. But Evil, it's the tournament for Evil because at the QuakeCon last year, it almost was a bit, I could see from his perspective, a bit unfair. You know, blood run auto removes with that advantage. That's like an unprecedented thing that happens, like, you know, getting to pick which, you know, to have a map advantage, but to choose which map it was and everything like that. That's a bit crazy, getting his best map removed and then playing the grand final, and it was so close.
It was
and
very
then
close.
DreamHack, he had
something happened to him at DreamHack.
Exactly.
Like, what the hell? He disappeared for a while, came half an hour late for his game, and then
keyboard was breaking and like had to pause here, there, everywhere.
Yeah.
Loads of weird issues. He was quite clearly rattled, which is very rare to ever see Evil rattled. Like, stuff outside of the game was obviously happening, and that was the tournament that had all the best players. It had even Avec, we had Kilson there. Both of those players, you know, really big names, haven't turned up to this tournament. It was the tournament of last year. I mean, that it had all the players, and then we're moving into QuakeCon now. So he's coming off of a very disappointing result, and I think this is going to be the biggest tournament for Evil, and this is going to be the most intense we've ever seen him.
I want to throw out some names. Do you know Zorak War?
Yeah, well, I've seen him on QR Ranks TV.
What's he made of? What's this guy made of?
I haven't seen much.
Pardon?
I haven't seen much,
no?
but...
I've seen a few QL Ranks duels here and there, like a month and a half ago. apparently a lot of Americans are talking about him at the moment. They think that he could be someone who can shine during the tournament. I don't think anyone's making claims like he's going to definitely win, but they're trying to basically warn the Europeans, watch out, Zorak War could do something.
Do you know what his results are like?
No, I know that he's in top 10 QuakeCon ranks Elo. I don't know his results specifically, but that leads me to believe that he's probably got a few map victories off all of the top guys in America.
All right, we'll have to investigate further before we arrive on American soil. But it definitely is going to stand to be an amazing tournament. Of course,
it's going to be incredible.
Strenx should be a great showing. We have Toxic, always loves to play on stage.
We haven't seen any of him online. He refuses to play an online tournament at the moment.
It's a bit exciting, isn't it?
Because he's just like, all right, well, I'm in Sweden. I get like 5 ping to a Swedish server. Just going to practice on that until QuakeCon's around the corner.
I like that.
People have been questioning his practicing regime, like he's playing against lots of very low-tier players. I guess he's just getting used to all the angles, just timing, and just getting the core basics of duel and nailing it 100%. So damn flawless. I wonder, we know that Kilson also used to practice like this quite a lot, and they still play amazingly against all of the top players. How the hell is he going to perform, though, at QuakeCon? Nobody has a clue if he's going to be top-class Tox, if he's going to be middling man, or...
It's a hard one to answer. I mean, that method of practice, of course, it was that Too Good interview a long time ago where Thorin asked him the question, what is the efficacy of this practice? Is this concept actually effective? Because of course Toxic wasn't a really, really sickeningly good Quake 4 player, so obviously it worked. And Too Good in that interview was saying that the reason is because he's playing the map and the game. He's like learning the game, learning the map. He's not really playing the player as, let's say someone like Kula is really, really good at doing, really good at getting the read on the player and figuring out how to beat the player. Instead, Toxic's getting in the best position. Always, when he's in control, if he's playing it perfectly. Because the thing about him is that his execution is so damn good with aim that in reality, if he has that stack advantage and positional advantages and always cycles correctly, he should just always win. I mean, that's kind of how almost it worked in Quake 4.
Do you not think that maybe his strategy, his practice is just a little bit outdated?
This is the thing, though. This is exactly the problem, isn't it? Because he needs the, and I think this is the reason why it's hard to really place him really high, because the meta has changed quite a lot, and this aggressive LG stuff is really important to understand. And I feel like that's what we've been missing from him. And Sturmy's been quite critical in the past, saying, okay, Toxic, he's so good, but he needs to play more aggressively. He needs to learn how to play more aggressively.
Well, it's not just like it's aggression; it's very controlled aggression. There are lots of ifs, buts, and maybes to what you can and shouldn't necessarily do with your aggressive LG moves. Like there's the way Evil is. If you could write a long passage on how he goes about it, because of all the certain conditions in the fights where he should back off or he shouldn't, or he should. I don't know if Tox has got that quite down because he's not practicing against players who have those kind of fighting skills at the moment.
Yeah, it's something that can throw his control off quite a lot, and that's a problem for him, because that's the sweet spot. That's the big sweet spot for him. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Because we actually saw him at DreamHack last time. Yeah. But Toxic, it's all about his business. It's all about the business with Toxic. Like he loves it's all hard work. It's all hard work. I mean, maybe some of it's fun, but it's all hard work for him to prepare for the main stage. That's where he wants to be. And that's what he's working for. And that's what he's putting the hours in for. So I'm very curious to see if any of these criticisms have been taken on board by him from the event DreamHack where he was. And if we'll see a new Toxic for Quake Live.
Yeah, I think we're certainly looking forward to that a lot. As for players like Chance as well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Chance can do. He had one of the most memorable duels of last QuakeCon against Evil.
Oh yeah.
Toxicity.
Yeah.
That was absolutely bananas. I'm really looking forward to seeing Chance play again. I want to see if the Hang can maybe make it to the final as well. There's a lot of American players that I can't wait to see. And Lost Cause is back.
Is Lost Cause signed up? How did I miss that?
He's Lost Cause, but he's signed up under. He's got like a very 1057, or he's got a very.
Oh right. Oh, of course, yeah.
So he's not like predicted. He's in what I think the group E or something, like a very low group. Even lower than that, I think. So no one's really expecting him to do anything crazy, but it's very cool that he's around and that he's playing. And the only times I've really heard of him are watching like Frag the movie and the documentary things and looking up on past results and stuff. So it's going to be very interesting for me to like hopefully meet him.
I wish
and see him.
Socrates was back.
Yeah.
I want some Socrates action. He was so great to watch.
Was that a pun?
What? No. No, wait. Oh, no.
Don't worry. Just don't worry. Don't worry.
Anyway, wins.
Wins is going to be
huge dark horse, man. If he duels his socks off, and because he knows how to duel, he's not just
Wins and Lincoln, the two of them. I think both of them are going to be really exciting to see. Wins though,
dude, that guy's
it's been even longer though since Wins has dueled competitively.
True, but he knows what he's doing. Like
and his aim is holy crap, his aim.
One of the best, if not arguably the best aimer. And there's so many players we can say that. Evil, Strenx, Toxic.
Tox. I think there's a good 5 or 6 players I'd put into that category.
Exactly,
of just
Cypher when he's
aim.
on.
Yeah. And honestly, Lincoln, he can also be there. His aim is incredible. That's why him and Wins have so much success in the team events that they participate in, because they control the game with their devastating aim. People can generally not go up against it. But in the CTF, there are lots of interesting new maps. I think Pillbox is going to be in there. New Cerberon is going to be played. There's I can't remember the Mappool off by heart, but there's going to be lots of interesting things there because it's not a normal conventional CTF Mappool that Europeans are used to. So I'm wondering what we're going to get from them there. Silent Sep as well is going to be dueling. He's like a very highly rated dueler. It was particularly in Blood Run, but unfortunately that map's not in. But he doesn't play tournaments. Yeah, he just practices and is very, very strong. He used to be Cooler's practice partner on DM6 at the beginning of Quake Live. So Silence can obviously duel at a very high level, but what on earth is he going to bring? Ints of course is going to be playing, so I'm going to
like our Ints as I mentioned last.
The thing is, it's cool to have Ints there. You've got to mention him because he managed to set up some donations and got himself to, a lot of people helped him over there, so I'm sure he's going to be giving big shout outs to you guys for helping him there. It's going to be fun watching that. I've got no idea. We've heard his expectations. I honestly have no idea what to expect. I'm honestly just happy that I get to see him again, basically. Sorry, that sounded pretty soppy. Expect disappointment. I think that's like the kind of grounds of what I meant to say. Like I've got a certified improved disappointment for Ints games.
You're not going to add like a kappa to the end of that or anything?
No.
No kappa?
No. Just a Bible thump in general.
All right. Okay. So depressing. God, we can't finish it with a down note. We need an up note to finish the show off with.
And there's also Twitch is the other guy who I work with, Joseph. His alias is Twitch, which can get quite confusing when we're streaming it. But he's been practicing. He does work a lot. He's still not sure if he's going to be in the Masters tournament or not, but he's working really hard for 6 months on his duel game. He's tried to do the whole thing. Can he grind from very mediocre player and get to a high level in that kind of space of time by doing some really intense practice, get some pros to help him out, etc. So it's going to be an interesting experiment with him if he plays the Open duel or if he plays the Masters. I think you guys should watch out for Twitch. Just
who we didn't mention as well?
I'm sure there's loads of players.
0-4.
I've got another player I've got to mention after that as well. I got another player. 0-4 is going to be awesome because he recently beat Dahang in practice. I don't know how many times he's done that, but I hope that 0-4 brings his big game, to be honest, because he's just awesome to watch. And all the old schoolers are going to be having nostalgia fest watching him play.
But didn't you just say you're going to add someone?
Yep.
Who?
Doomsday.
Okay, Doomsday. All right.
He's the highest-rated Argentinian player. He's the second highest-rated South American player after NHD, but some say that Doomsday might be stronger regardless. It's going to be really cool seeing him play there. A South American representative. No idea what to expect. Absolutely zero clue, but I think that he's been grouped and seeded very fairly. And I really hope that we get to maybe catch one of his group games. We'll have to see.
All right then. Well, that seems like a fitting note.
So much to talk about.
To end the show on, and of course, we're just talking about all this splurge of QuakeCon-y type of things because QuakeCon, of course, is right around the corner it is, of course, 17th of this month to the 20th. So it's very, very, very soon. We're going to be flying out on Tuesday, so we can bring the coverage live at the event there for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and congratulations once again to Cypher for taking a very close match against Evil. And it's all from us for now. So see you guys at QuakeCon.